Raise your hand if you're ready to see my week 2 weigh-in video. I'm ready to see what happens after 2 weeks on bbbe. Let's get into it. Also, if you stay tuned to after the weigh-in, I'm gonna be riding this bike. I've only rode it one other time so far because there's been storming and bad weather. So I'm testing out this bike and hopefully I can have fun and not hurt myself. The carnivore diet is giving me back my freedom. It's giving me back my health slowly but surely. And I never thought I'd be able to ride a bike again, but right now I'm excited because I'm able to get on this bike and pedal, and I can't wait to see what the future holds, guys.
Guys, I gotta hurry up and do this weigh-in as quickly as possible. I'm outside and it's barely over 30 degrees, and I weigh in butt naked, so I'm about to freeze. So let's get this over quick. $425.4 pounds. Guys, this is incredible. So I'm down to 425. That puts me down 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Isn't this amazing what bbbe's doing? Let me get inside before I freeze to death.
Ba la 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 la. Ban, ban, ban. It's so cool that a subscriber, an anonymous subscriber, would send me this bike and give me the ability to ride it. Super, super cool. Thank you to whoever sent this bike. I really appreciate it. Riding this bike, guys, is a great way to protect my joints, protect my health. And dang, y'all missed it. While I was filming this video, two deer took off running across this valley. I wish I could have got that on camera for y'all. Riding this bike is definitely a leg workout, but it is protecting my knees. And I hope y'all hit the like button and leave a comment, because I'm out here riding this bike right now in 30, 32 degree weather, just so that I could share this moment with y'all, because y'all have been a big part of my journey. And whenever I hit milestones and whenever I achieve things, I want y'all to be there for it, because y'all been cheering me on. So leave me a comment and let me know what you think about me out here riding a bike at over 400 pounds. And I was 498 pounds. Let me know what y'all think about that and what the future may hold. Taking off, going uphill, and it is definitely a leg workout. It is definitely a leg workout, but I'm thankful that I'm able to do this. Do any of you guys own bikes? I honestly didn't think someone was going to send me this bike, so I'm very humbled. I like the big tires on it, and I like how stable it is. It feels very secure riding this bike. I don't feel like I'm going to fall off of it. It doesn't feel flimsy. It's a Mongoose Malice, and every time I get done riding, I have to put my hands in my sleeves, because you got to realize I live in South Alabama, and in South Alabama it's hardly ever cold. Well, today I got up to ride the bike for y'all, and guess what? It's 30, 32 degrees, and I'm not used to that. It feels like it's in the teens to me. My hands are about to go numb, but I wanted y'all to see this. So guys, something super cool did happen. We hit over 300 people. I think it's like exactly 300 or 301 plus myself people that have joined the challenge for bbbe for the next 90 days. And we're already 2 weeks in now, guys. I think it's incredible. whenever I come up with the challenge, I didn't think that 300 people would also want to do this. So thank you so much for those of y'all that are doing it. Let me know if you're one of those people. Put down what number you were, and let me know how you're doing. I want y'all to post in this video on how y'all are doing on the bbbe challenge. And even if you're not doing bbbe, let's say you're doing regular carnivore. Let me know how that's going. How have you done so far this year? Have you stepped on the scale, or have you taken any measurements? Because measurements are actually more important than the scale. So if you've been taking measurements, let me know about that and how you're doing with it. But I will say this, I'm going to be doing some measurements in about 2 weeks, because whenever I started this bbbe challenge, I decided that I'm going to do every month, I'm going to do measurements, and I'm going to do my waist to height ratio. And then, because I think that one, I've heard from a lot of people that that one's very reliable. But every week I'm doing weekly weigh-ins. Once we get closer to the end of the bbbe challenge, I'm going to take note of where I'm at with my weight and my measurements. And then I want to transition to more of the running side of things. And it will be a slow transition, just light jogs and things like that. And by maybe the mid-year, July or something like that, June, July, then hopefully I'll be able to be good and running those light poles again like I was doing. And you know, if I can do that and build up on that over the next couple months, I'm going to run a 5K at the end of the year. And it may be around October, but because in South Alabama it's really hot, but during that time of year it starts to cool off a little bit. I've had people mention doing a turkey trot, but if I were to do a turkey trot, a lot of my subscribers wouldn't be able to come, because there's people that said they would like to come and run it with me and things like that. But that's on Thanksgiving Day, and I don't want to take Thanksgiving away from anyone. So it's looking like it's going to be around October that we do the 5K. If we have to push it off till November, we can. Even if I have to push it off to December, I will. But I'm going to shoot for October to do that 5K, and you're all invited. I would also like to do a meetup at some point during the year, maybe springtime or in the summertime or something, because I like to cook barbecue. You guys know that, and I can feed a lot of people, and I love to do briskets. I love pork butt, different things. So I'd like to do some type of meetup and feed some of y'all and get to know some of y'all more on a personal level. And I've had people ask me in the past about it, and it just didn't work out. Last year I wasn't able to do it because it does take a lot of, not just time, it takes money and finances and things like that. So I would like to get that scheduled, and I would like to invite y'all to the meetup whenever I have a date. I'm picking back up on real hunger cues, and I'm not getting hungry as often. The past 2 days, I've only ate once a day, but when I ate for that one meal. I think my sweet spot is 2 meals a day, but I've been kind of busy with work and other things, and around lunchtime I just feel just slightly hungry, but I'm like not really hungry. So then I just keep waiting, and then I just feast at supper time, and I just, you know, eat a bunch of meat. I'll maybe do some eggs or something. But honestly, this challenge is almost a beef and butter challenge, or a beef and tallow challenge, more than anything, because I've ate eggs maybe 3 times. I've ate bacon maybe 4 times, and the rest of the time for the past 2 weeks, I've pretty much just ate beef, and I feel great doing that. There's been a couple times where I've been like, I don't know if I want a steak right now, or I don't know if I want that. But maybe that's my body being like, hey, you're not hungry right now. I'm not really craving hamburger meat like some people love their ground beef and they like to put it in a pan and chop it up and all that stuff. I haven't really been craving that. Whenever I do crave beef, I crave steak the most. But sometimes I do like a smoked burger. So I might do some smoked burgers soon. And I like to make them big, at least a half a pound a piece. I've made a 3-pound burger before and tried to eat it. I didn't make it through it. But you can make them a half a pound up to a pound, however big you want to form your patties, and put them on the smoker, 250, 275, and they're awesome. So if any of y'all are having issues with, you know, the restroom or your electrolytes or anything like that, let me know. And if I have any advice for you, I'll let you know. And if any of y'all have any advice for me, let me know. I haven't been taking electrolytes up to this point. I've just been heavily salting my food. Even if I put a little seasoning on it or a little rub, then whenever the meat is done and whenever I'm eating it, usually I will add extra salt to it. Unless I can taste tons of salt in the seasoning, then I don't mess with it. But normally I've been adding some of that Maldon salt on top of my steaks, and it's been good. Sometimes I use the Redmond salt, but the Maldon, I think the brand might be Maldon, I can't remember, but I know it's the big crystals of salt, and it's pretty good, and you can get it on Amazon. My hope for this challenge is that a lot of us get healthier in the next 90 days, and that we all lose weight together if we're trying to lose weight. But if we're not trying to lose weight, just get optimal. I want us to get optimal and live like humans should live and be healthy, because so many people are 50 years old, 60 years old, and they're very, very sick. 40-year-old people are dying with heart attacks and having all these different things go wrong, and it's not normal. It's not normal for people 40 years old. Now, there are rare instances where people have birth defects and different things. They're definitely rare instances, and food isn't going to solve every problem. Sometimes people get something that happens to them anyway. You could get hit by a bus tomorrow. But I just don't think that 40-year-old people should be as sick as people are in this country, and it's definitely our diet. If you haven't tried carnivore, please give it a try. What have you got to lose? Just give it a try and just see what happens. So thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for all that you've done for my family. Remember, I have a Buy Me a Coffee down below in the description. I have the Amazon wish list. That stuff goes towards building up my channel. It's not required, but I do appreciate it. And I love all of y'all regardless if you give or not. But thank you so much, and I'll see y'all next week with another weigh-in, and I might see y'all before then with a cooking video or a walking video or something like that. Love you guys. God bless.